Hello and welcome back to Coach Bill's Sports Show. As always, I'm Coach Bill. Thank you for joining us. If it's your first time here, we do a little bit of sports talk around college football. Might pick up a few more things, but right now we're just focused on college football. And we're going to get into a Week 11 wrap-up. A little stock up, stock down. Trying something a little different today. So let's see how it goes. First of all, boom, Week 11 wrap-up. All right, so stock up, stock down. Stock up, we're looking at UConn, Florida State. We're looking at Vanderbilt, UNC, TCU. The Week 12 matchups, which we'll get into a couple of those. Drake May's Heisman hype. It's real, folks. It's real. And we're going to go through a way he can make the Heisman finals and maybe even win it. Couple things got to happen his way first. Stock down, we got Texas A&M, Tulane, UCLA, ACC, and Pac-12 playoff hopes. Quinn Ewers, chances of staying at Texas. Preseason rankings. And sleeves at Texas A&M. For those who know, you already know. But let's start with on a positive note. Stock up. We got UConn to start with. UConn, congratulations. Y'all made it bowl eligible. I think preseason had them set to win 2 games this season. So congratulations, UConn. You're bowl eligible. You still got 2 games left in the season. Either way, congratulations. Stock down. Texas A&M. Unfortunately, you will not be going bowling, Texas A&M, and you're probably going to be losing a lot of talent in the transfer portal. I have a feeling one of your wide receivers is probably on his way out. We'll get into that here in a little bit with another stock down. But that Jimbo's not looking like a successful hire now, is he? Texas A&M. Got y'all 1 win against Alabama, and you thought he was going to bring you to the promised land. Hell, I was with you. I thought he had the chance, but his offense is stale. He needs to figure something out, and he needs to figure it out quick. Somebody who has figured it out, Florida State Seminoles. Congratulations, guys. That game this weekend really looked like y'all were the old Florida State. I mean, y'all smacked up Miami. Left, right, didn't matter. Any aspect of the game. Y'all beat Miami into a pulp. So congratulations. It's good to see Florida State winning. It's good to see Florida State at a level that we're accustomed to. There's certain programs where college football is just more fun when they're good. Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, Texas, Oklahoma, USC, Florida State, Clemson. I don't know if I've already said them or not. There's just more fun when there's those good in-conference rivalries. Those years where Florida State and Clemson were meeting, undefeated, ranked 3 and 5, just going at each other. Wonderful, wonderful games. So I really like seeing Florida State getting a bounce back. Somebody who didn't bounce too well this weekend, Tulane. Losing to UCF. I will be the first to say I've been a little down on UCF this season, but they just steadily keep coming back and keep doing some things. Unfortunately, Tulane just kind of knocks you out of any New Year's 6 conversations. But you had a wonderful run so far. You're still, I think you're 8-2. So it's nothing to be sad about. Nothing that should really be looked down upon. It's just, unfortunately, it didn't go the way you wanted it to. If y'all had won this one, you definitely would have been in a New Year's 6 bowl, which would have been huge for you. As it is, you're probably going to be in a decent bowl, but not a New Year's 6. Another team who's stock up, Vanderbilt. Congratulations, Vanderbilt. Just wanted to give y'all a second here. I know it's been 11,091 days. 1,191 days, something like that. 1,191 days since y'all last had an SEC victory. So, congratulations, Vanderbilt. Absolutely congratulations. Just letting y'all enjoy the weekend. Enjoy it. I don't think you're gonna get another SEC win this season. But weird things have happened. But congratulations on getting your one, because nobody saw that coming. Speaking of nobody saw that coming, stock down on the UCLA Bruins. Oh my God! Come on, Chip Kelly. I need you. I needed you to show up and show out. That way, when people started mentioning you as part of the search for Auburn, that people were excited about it. But now, what are you really doing? I mean, you're at UCLA, you're doing all right, but are you really? You're not competing for championships. You were supposed to go back out west and be a competitor, a championship competitor. And now, you had a good season so far, but you kind of just lost it, unfortunately. Somebody who hasn't lost it, University of North Carolina. Stock is up. It is way up. We'll go into the Drake May stuff here in a minute, but North Carolina, real shot to make the ACC championship, and honestly, a shot to win it. You have a shot to be ACC champs this year. Didn't think that was going to happen after watching y'all play Appalachian State early in the season, where you had to get into a 60-something point shootout with them to win. Definitely didn't think you were going to be where you're at now. But you've progressed throughout the season, and it's been a lot thanks to Drake Mays, which we'll get into him here in a minute. But unfortunately for the ACC, stock down on the ACC and the Pac-12 playoff chances. So let's be real, folks. As it stands, the ACC and the Pac-12, the best they can have is a one-loss conference champion. And if you look at their proposed schedules, depending on who you're deciding to pick, if you look at their schedules and compare it to other one-loss teams, let's take Tennessee, because that's the big one right now, and you look at it, there's no comparison. Tennessee's played stronger opponents, played better games, played better football. So unfortunately, even if you win your conference, you're probably on the outside looking in. Good news is, luckily that's not going to last long, because we're going to move to this 12 team, and you win your conference, you're into the playoffs. But as of right now, stock down, ACC and Pac-12. Stock up, TCU. The Horned Frogs finding a way to do some stuff against Texas on the road. Big win for them. Big win. When we get into the power rankings tomorrow, they're definitely gonna make a good climb, because it was a ranked win on the road. So big stuff from TCU. It's good to see TCU doing some things, especially with Texas and Oklahoma both leaving the Big 12. It kind of opens up that power gap, and it looks like, as of right now, TCU stepping forward saying, this is our show. Come stop us. So, a lot of respect for the TCU Horned Frogs. Unfortunately, in that same game, Quinn Ewers staying in Texas, stock down. With Arch Manning coming in next season, with the transfer portal being what it is, and you being 1 year removed from the number one quarterback in your class, and being able to play in a game against Alabama where I think you could have beat Alabama if you hadn't been hurt, there's a lot of hype that's going to be around Quinn Ewers. And I think if he jumps into the portal, there's going to be a lot of takers. Alabama might actually be one of them, too. I don't remember his recruiting. I don't remember his recruitment exactly. So I don't know who else was in that running with Texas. But he's going to be a name to watch when it comes to the transfer portal, unfortunately for Texas. Now, not going to cry for Texas because you have Arch Manning coming in, and anybody with the last name Manning is going to have a lot of weight on their shoulders, a lot of expectation. But as of right now, Quinn Ewers, love the kid, tough fighter. Almost put up a picture here with him and his mullet going on. But Quinn Ewers is definitely going to find himself a home somewhere. I'm excited to see where it is because it could change a lot of things nationally as far as power goes. So, stock up. Week 12 matchups. So, ignoring the ones up here at the top with Georgia Tech, UNC, Cincinnati Temple. Tennessee at South Carolina at 7. Oklahoma State at Oklahoma. Ole Miss at Arkansas. USC, UCLA. And Utah at Oregon are some really, 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 really good matchups for football. Some of them are, in the case of South Carolina and Tennessee, Oklahoma State, some rivalries that, and USC, UCLA, some rivalries that are just deep ingrained in the sport. Tennessee always has some problems when they go down to South Carolina. South Carolina doesn't really have much to play for other than upsetting people, so it's a big game for both teams. Tennessee has to keep winning big to hope to make the playoffs. Oklahoma State, it's your chance to get back at Oklahoma. It's the first year since Lincoln Riley left. You've stumbled a little bit here recently, but it's your chance to go into Oklahoma, beat them on their field, and kind of keep things, I don't want to say keep things going, but build for next season with a win. USC, UCLA can play the upset this week with USC and really mess things up for them. And then Utah and Oregon, essentially whoever wins this game has an inside track to get to the conference championship because the Pac-12 does their top two teams. So a lot to be decided out west in the Pac-12. Some really good football coming this weekend, especially in the late slate. Stock down. Preseason rankings. I mean, my God. There's just some stuff here that we got to go through. You had Oklahoma, Clemson. You had Notre Dame, Florida. It's just a lot of talent. Texas A&M. You had a lot of talent up high. I think this is Fox's rankings. So there's a couple different rankings, but all of them had a lot of stuff where you look at it now and you're like, okay, Tennessee wasn't on there. Okay, Georgia was at 3. Okay, you had Clemson at 1. Okay, you had Florida in the top 10. Okay, it just, there was a lot of mistakes made in the preseason rankings, mine included. But this is more of a slide to say, let's not put a lot of weight on preseason, guys. Wait until the games start playing. That's why I built the algorithm. That's why I do the ranking show, is to show that it's about what's on the field that matters. Speaking about what's on the field that matters, let's hit it with the last stock up. It's Drake Mays. This boy's been doing some things with the football in his hands. and he's been putting up a lot of points, a lot of good work. If anybody tells you they've watched him play, but they don't think he should be in the Heisman conversation, they haven't watched him play. They haven't watched him play. He's doing things at UNC that scream Heisman if he is doing it anywhere else. If he had a Clemson jersey on, he had an Alabama jersey on, if he had any of the national big name jerseys, if he had a Michigan jersey on, he'd be front runner for the Heisman right now with the same stats. So, big up to Drake Mays. Congratulations, young man. I hope to see you in New York for the Heisman finals. I don't know if you're going to get there. Do you have a chance? If you go undefeated and then you play and beat Clemson in the ACC championship, it's going to be very hard to deny you the seat at the table. Talking about denying somebody, stock down. Sleeves at Texas A&M, evidently. For those of you who don't know, there's a wide receiver who did not play for Texas A&M this past week. And Jimbo Fisher came out and said it was internal stuff. Don't worry about it. But the young man came out and said, hey, I'll tell you what happened. I had sleeves on. Jimbo said no. Benched me for it. This is funny because he's worn those sleeves in other games. So I just feel like it was Jimbo trying to set a I'm the boss kind of statement with this kid. And I'm sorry, Jimbo, but I think it went wrong here, bud. I'm trying to remember the young man's name. I believe it's Musa. God, I don't want to mess it up because I know he's definitely worth remembering his name. So give me 1 second. Let's take a look. There we go. Yeah. Moose Muhammad III. Moose Muhammad III, your second leading wide receiver on the team, and you bench him because he's wearing sleeves. It's a bad look. It's a bad look, Jimbo. Kid's got 30 receptions for 441 yards and 3 touchdowns, averaging 14.7 yards per catch. He's a sophomore too, so Jimbo, I don't know if this was the fight you wanted to pick, but you picked it. And you might lose this kid because of it. Hailing from the great area of Charlotte, North Carolina, I don't know. I think you messed up on this one, Jimbo. So that was stock up, stock down. A little recap for the weekend. Trying to do it a little differently. Try to change these up. Keep it fresh for you. Anyways, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let us know down below if you think I missed somebody or if you think that I'm wrong on somebody. Is something stock up that's actually stock down, or is it vice versa? Is something stock down that's actually stock up? Let me know. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Ready, break.